All right, so the next thing to do is think about what their priorities are. And I actually have a list on the website that you might want to check out. I'm going to kind of reference that to kind of bring out some of the more common ones. Very common one is that the website is outdated, that you're not getting leads from it, that it's just overall ineffective. Sometimes it's a little bit more targeted, like we're not getting any young people. There are other sort of variations, like, well, we worked with an advertising agency in the area where their clients they couldn't serve Google ads. I mean, they were getting very low relevance scores, and so the Google ads were very expensive, essentially. They could be a lot more effective and more affordable. One of our big ones is, can you save your office time? Sometimes a few changes to a website can save a lot of time on the phone and in emailing for office staff, which might be who you are. And that's not only good for you, but good for them, because it allows you to focus on more important things and save time and money for them, which is always good. So they might want to check out that article. And then another big one is it's just a pain. It's a pain to keep up. And we solve that problem with something we call advanced support. But we can make it easy for them and easy for you to keep up to date. And that might be a pain point to consider. So go through this list, think a little bit on your own, and think about what really is a problem from their perspective with the website, because that's what's going to really drive it home. All right, so the next step in the process is describing the benefits to your boss. And the way you go about that goes back to speaking their language. And what those benefits are goes back to what their pain points are. But I think my point here really is that you want to start with all there is to be gained. So as you start to initiate a conversation with them, try not to come at it with a negative tone. Try to come at it with a positive tone about there's some really cool things that are out there. There's some good things we can do. A modern website that's kept current. Wow, wouldn't it be great to have a website that was going to be kept current for us? Instead of talking about, we never get any leads, talk about a website being a way that we could kind of help build relationships with customers and potential new customers, and focus on that positivity. Think about a little bit about one of our favorites, which is a website that's built for a micro business is a lot more effective for a micro business. The rules that apply to companies like Geico and Nike and Capital One, those don't necessarily fit micro businesses. We need a relationship website. So wouldn't it be great to have a website that's really meant for us and for a business like ours? So there's just some examples about what you could do. There's also some tools that could do, but start with what it could be and make it less about, the negative and what you might wish it wasn't doing wrong or whatever, and talk about, try to use some positive language and sort of paint a picture as emotionally as you can about what the future could look like with this updated website.